Good evening, Lotro. Yes, it's once again that time to be making our way back into the Lord of the Rings Online. I have a frog in my throat, or at least I did. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully you all are doing great on this very, very late night. It's almost midnight. Somebody's turning into a pumpkin soon, and it's not us, though. Not today. But today, we apparently refuse to load Lotro. There we go. Today, we continue on our adventure into the swampland to find the worms in order to save the town. Punching one worm at a time. Or who knows, we might punch multiple at once. Either way, we're going to save the village. Starting with you. Boom. That's one. Let's go for two. That was a turtle. I'm so sorry, buddy. Squirtle the turtle didn't have to die. But we killed him. I'm sorry about the loss, okay? You don't have to scream at me. I'm so sorry, buddy. Oh gosh, he's angry! He's angry! We killed Squirtle the turtle, and now Myrtle's coming to save him. Oh my gosh, they're hostile. We're getting attacked by a turtle. Oh gosh, Myrtle too. Oh no. With great fists comes great responsibility. I think we need to be stripped of our power. This stream is just starting and we're already having ridiculous things happen. Oh my goodness. The poor turtles. Didn't stand a chance. I am so sorry about Squirtle and Myrtle. I'll just leave you alone. You know, you don't want to deal with me. I'll see myself out. Jeez, there's turtles everywhere. Like a constant reminder of my inability to fight proper enemies. Oh my gosh. Even the sickle flies are upset, I'm sure. But if you guys can't tell, I'm thoroughly enjoying my time here in this new expansion. We're definitely bringing our own fun to it, but I think it's also a good expansion as well. It's kind of hard to tell, given how much craziness we're engaging in. But I think it's good. I'm pretty sure. On a scale of 1 to good, it's got to be at least a 4. Whoa! That's super cool. How they just like collected there in the distance. You know what, buddy? I don't want to hear it. We swatted that fly. That fly is gone. Bye-bye, Mr. Fly. Nightcat, what's up? Official day 2 of vacation to you. It's great. Today I finally cleared out the last box of stuff. And so I'm fully moved in now, I feel like. Although I do have new piles of stuff because I've bought more stuff to deal with. But basically all moved in now, so enjoying that. How was your day? Yay to more stuff. See, the worms aren't even upset at us. They're like, yeah, kill our friends, so what? Okay, well, I spoke too soon. Maybe we shouldn't openly be going around talking about how we're killing all the worms in the middle of the worm world. Alright, but Squirtle and Myrtle will never be the same. The turtle couple that we destroyed. Missing your work, BFF? Dang. That's rough. Del! Hey, Del. How's it going? Oh, dang, the music's kicking in.
No sign of Tegwin. I have seen nothing either.
I was trained in the art of tracking, but this marshland has put my skills to the test. Let us listen for some sound of the boy. We must use all our senses on the hunt. There, now that the weekend has begun! Absolutely. I'm doing great. Been enjoying my vacation. You hear sounds of life in the marsh, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing. Let us continue our search.
Further to the west. Look at that pose. Like, no wonder people are scared of the Rangers. Like, this is Barlam and Butterbird's worst nightmare right here. This guy. Oh my gosh. Oh crap!
And thanks Andong for Andong Flock, 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 Andong Flock.
No! No! Oh my gosh! How is that a thing? Oh no! What have you done, Del? You broke me. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I regret everything. Oh my goodness, that should have never been a thing. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we make emotes like that? This is... For the YouTube audience, there's a new emote on Twitch that's an animated sheep, and they can just put them in a line and have this huge line of animated sheep just marching forth to my doom. And then when you cheer with bits, it just reads out every single emote over and over. Can't believe you. Can't believe you've all turned on me. It's so cute. That's one word for it. Absolute terror made of nightmares, born from the depths of hell, is another word. Probably more than one, but, you know, it's a phrase. A worn wooden sword stands in the mud. Where? Oh, there. This certainly appears to be Tegwin's sword abandoned in the Wade water. Oh crap.
This does seem
Beep,
to be
beep, sheep,
Tegwin's
sheep.
sword.
Uh-huh. That is not a good sign, Brawlhalla. Holla. Let us listen once again, and hope this time we hear something. He may not have much time left. Oh, crap. Oh! Maybe the Lotro devs could have Detective Andang investigate a crime during Halloween where some sheep went crazy? Like a parody of the night Santa went crazy, instead it's now the night the sheep went crazy? Oh my gosh. You hear very faintly someone calling to you to the northwest. Exactly. Oh my goodness. You know, Friday the 13th was already scary enough, but then we had to add this to it? Stuff nightmares are made of right here. I gotta say, the rain environment in here really does make this whole swamp area look really interesting. Kinda scary. You found Tegwin in the Wade Water.
I'm here. I'm here.
Your adventuring lessons were not complete. You didn't mention how cold and damp it would be, or how often things would be trying to kill me. I stayed away from the Ainvank because I'm no fool. But even the turtles tried to snap at me. Tell me about it, buddy. I mean, sure, I killed their husband, but Myrtle came after me too, buddy. Still, it was quite an adventure. For my very first. If you're planning to scold me, you can forget about it. Because I learned something important. I learned where the Uruks are going. Oh. Sturdy battle gauntlets. Yes. Finally, we'll have gauntlets that are sturdy. Oh, crap.
I'm here. I'm here.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. Yes! Finally, we'll have gauntlets that are sturdy, so we can punch every sheep from here to the Shire. That's where I was.
You would have been very proud of me. I'm certain of it.
Alright, let's see what these new gauntlets look like. Oh, dang, we got like golden gauntlets already? What does this look like? Ooh, we going big fist. Like some brass knuckle robotic stuff. That looks really cool. You would have been looking snazzy, absolutely. You would have been very proud of me, Brawlhalla. I'm certain of it. I hid in the brush and didn't move an inch. And a scouting party of Uruks came within a dozen feet of me. They didn't see me, but I overheard them talking about the old elf city to the northeast. That's where they're going. It sounds like that's where they wanted to go all along. They're planning to join up with a bunch of more of their kind when they get there. It's a good thing I went exploring, isn't it? Maybe you'll tell my parents I did the right thing? I wouldn't hope on that. Uruks in the Elf City.
The old elf city. That must be Karas Galebrin.
It is located on the hill to the east. And I last heard one of my former kinsmen set up a camp not far from there. His name is Dundil. And if Tegwin speaks true, he should be warned the Uruks possess some design upon the city. I will bring the boy back to Moswad and join you at Dundil's camp when Tegwin is safely returned to his parents. Scout the elf city with Dundil's help, but do not get too close without me. We do not yet know what the Uruks seek. I believe they were simply raiders, but if they do Saruman's bidding in the land, there must be something else. Minodir pauses. One more thing, Brawlhalla. Holla. It may not matter, but really, not really. But I should tell you this before you speak to Dundil. When I departed the lands of my kin and came south, I did not part on good terms with my people. If Dundil seems standoffish to you, It may be because of that. Do not let him trouble you, or interfere with the good we seek to do in this land. May fortune go with you, my friend. So you have a dark, mysterious past. Maybe it's because you're got such a creepy stance. They're like, I'm not hanging with Minodir. He stands freaky. Freaky Friday, Friday the 13th. Oh my gosh, it's all tied together. We solved the case. The fog is like ridiculous here. I gotta tell you, once Lotro found fog in like 2020, they've just gone fog happy. It's like everywhere's got fog now. They're like, we forgot to use fog for 14 years in this game. It's time we use it everywhere. Loot that. There we go. So many high bushes. Part of it's because I'm not used to being a hobbit, but goodness. Send a hobbit to a marsh. What's wrong with these people? I really don't know. But we shall find out. Sooner or... Man, the landing swans, just so cool. I know they're not actually swans, they're herring or whatever. Herrings. But still, it's like super cool. Turns out, it's a long way back. Oh, the other quest is literally in Bree. We can take that off the tracker. We're not going to Bree today, but someday we shall. And when that day comes, we will make such a Bree. Storks. Oh my gosh. Heaven. They deliver the babies. Oh my gosh. Jeez, this fog's getting thick. The foggy heron. No, don't run away. I mean, I know it's Friday the 13th and all, and you got plenty to be scared about, but it's fine. Oh, geez, we got worms. Are we through the foggy marsh yet? Still got a ways to go. Oh, crap, Sword coming in with a raid! What's up, Sword and friend? Thanks so much for coming with the party of two. How's it going, Sword? You having a good day? Hey, hey! Subnautica? Nice. I started playing Subnautica and then I was like, nope. Not the game for me. I was hoping for like... I don't even know what I was hoping for, but it's just... It's so different. But I do enjoy watching other people play. I think it's just too open-ended. So going back, nice. Well, I hope it's a wonderful playthrough. Hey, we found the elven abandoned village. You have discovered Ekad Terthras. Dundil nods a greeting as you approach. He seems just as foreboding as the other guy.
You say you bring word from Meneldir.
It's hard to follow, but you have trouble following Lotros sometimes. Hey, to be fair, Lotro's got like a crazy hard story to follow. Like, you're playing Lotro tomorrow? Nice. You say you bring word from Meneldir. I have not spoken with him since he left us, disgraced by the breaking of his oath. We were friends once, and grew up together in Tornhad, but he proved faithless. I am surprised by only this, that he has not turned brigand, as we all assumed. Perhaps this as well, that he sends you with a message of warning. What cares he for the folk of this land, or any other? What did he do? What did he do? You messed up your questing all over the place. Lauren, took you a month to get back on track. Took days. Oh my gosh. Still, the message you bring arrives late. We have been watching Urex move behind the walls of Karas Celeborn. Galebrin for several days now. They are looking for something, but what that might be, we are not sure. I'd encourage you to climb the sloping path to the southeast that leads up to the ruins. Perhaps you will find something we have not. Well, he's not very friendly.
I have been keeping watch over these lands for quite some time, and it troubles me that the shadow grows bolder.
Many travelers have been attacked by wargs as of late. I have been keeping watch over these lands for quite some time, and it troubles me that the shadow grows bolder. We must be vigilant, or the shadow will consume these lands. I will ask that you investigate the hills to the north, across the river. That is the site of the most recent attack. You will most likely find wargs, and when you do, eliminate them. Rumors have spread, and I fear the White Hand approaches. Oh, dang.
Well met. Are you heading west?
If so, I have a boon to ask of you. Along the banks of the land masses in Wadewater grows a plant known to some as the Flowery Mirage. The plant is edible, and I admit that my craving for it has brought me all this way. I was sent back here with my tail between my legs. However, the dread turtles are too fierce and have a taste for the rushes as well. Please, if you are in that area, will you bring back any of the rushes that you might find?
Naught but ruins remain of the proud kingdoms of old.
Karas Galebrin, the Silver Bastion, must be cleared of the hostile forces that inhabit it. I care not what creatures they might be. If they wish to harm the elves or places held dear by my people, they must be defeated.
Even so far from the lands of the enemy, there is dread upon my heart.
Caras Gaelebon lies in ruins, but it is a place of much significance for the elves, and we should not allow Uruks or other hateful creatures despoil its once proud lanes. Can I ask you to scout several of the approaches to the city? There is a bridge to the northeast, and a riverbank to the southwest, and each of these could be used by our enemies to surprise us. There is also a sloping hill to the southeast that rises up to Caras Gaelebrin proper, and that should be scouted as well.
Mind my words, traveler.
Megabonin, over the water, a bit away from here, is Gwail Kruban, home to vicious turtles whose beaks are strong enough to bite through, well, I shudder to think on it. My companion, in Mathoran, wandered that way yesterday to look at the ruins, and has yet to return. Please keep watch for him, if you are heading that way.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I am usually loath to harm wildlife, but the dread turtles of Gwail Kruban have overbred rather, and are straining the local resources. If you reduce their numbers, I shall reward you. Man, we're gonna have some turtle soup for sure.
How can I be of service?
You can't. Alright, let's keep going. Today, Andang was rude to a stablemaster. One more to add to the list. After each and every time, he becomes more and more rude with each of those masters. It begs the question, is he really a hero, Middle-earth? Or is Middle-earth his hero? These and other thoughts can be found as soon as the announcer guy announces that this slope leads upward, as most slopes do, to the ruins of the city, already full of enemies. Bodies of 2 Uruks lie here in the grass. Good thing I've got a good eye. You pull an arrow from the Uruk's back. The arrow is of fine elven make. Why did I see Morgan Freeman shaking his head at you? I mean, that's what we were going for. That's what we were going for. Happy to oblige. Happy to oblige. You retrieve an elf arrow from the other corpse, and hear something calling you. Oh yeah, we got the joy battle damage. You have discovered Caras Gaelebrin. Regolith.
Those are my arrows. Return them to me and I can slay more Uruks.
I think that is in everyone's interest, is it not? Yes, Mrs. Elflord? Hey, we got another earring.
I am pleased to see we share a purpose. Or at least we have our hatred of orc kind in common.
My name is Bregolith. I came from distant Imladris on a journey of my own. But hearing of Uruks abroad in Eregion caused me to divert my steps. Now I slay the creatures wherever I find them, and will bring word of what I have seen back to Elrond when I know more. You tell Bregalith that the Uruks speak of the wizard Saruman as if he is their master. That is most concerning. But a dead Uruk serves no master. Let us call the creatures that stalk the ruins of Caras Galebrin, and afterward we can discuss if they spoke truth or falsehood. You're friendly. The friendliest elf of Middle-earth. Gotta say, you definitely put the Keeblers to shame. Definitely not anything to do with a Keebler. Must be, total other side of the family. Alright. Boom! Falcon Punch! Seriously, if they don't have a Falcon Punch, I'm just gonna rage quit. Like, Lotro needs to add where a literal falcon comes forth and, like, you get to do a Falcon Punch. That would be so cool. Just saying, if it's not in the game, it was a missed opportunity. Oh, jeez. I don't have anything to get out of a stun yet. And it's a long stun. Holy guacamole, Batman. Here we go. Yell till your death. Jeez, that elf must be rubbing off on us. And then Sword found out that Morgan Freeman was indeed on part of this stream. Even though Andang is moving his lips, it's secretly Morgan Freeman right off camera doing this voiceover. Now sure, Morgan Freeman did hide his voice to make it sound like it's just another bad Andang voiceover. But in reality, it is Morgan Freeman doing a bad Morgan Freeman. Hey, Uruk Slayer advanced. Let's go. And we're getting super close to 15. Ooh.
Moi Praloch Ishi Nogoi Angres Gimbat Mabotunu Golazo Savor Shufnipom Gur Nabuyaka Dakurian Dailurgum Gur Nabagal Kalutar Gular Adar Lugar Nazargui Gur Prakat Gimbat Takob Baluj Arat Alukam And then Andang's voice was so destroyed that he actually started to sound a bit more like Morgan Freeman. But it's still a long ways off. Oh my goodness. Hydrate. Yes, thank you, chat. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I can smell you. Oh my goodness. Gotta rest our vocal cords after that one. Maybe we should do a Barbie voice next. Oh man.
Slaying Uruks may be its own reward, but finding a clue to their purpose here is even better.
I understand you found a report on one of the creatures. You hand the parchment to Bregalith, and she studies it intently. It gives me no joy to read the black speech.
but it is much worse to speak than it is to read. Here is what this report says, in a language that does not cruelly twist my tongue. In a language that does not because she's going to be reading it. Any voice besides Morgan Freeman, please? Maybe Russian or Scottish? Absolutely, absolutely. We'll start doing that right now. Here we go. Warriors, scouts of old, forges. In Holland, find relics of elvish jewelcraft. I want not worthless trash. I desire lore. The elves made rings there. I wish to find their lost artisan knowledge. Bregalith looks up at you. This is worse than I expected, Brawlhalla. For some unfathomable purpose, Saruman the White has betrayed us. He says the rings bore of Eregion, and he has sent these Uruks to obtain it. Vlad came into the stream. This voice is worse than I expected as well. Oh, ay caramba. Oh man, bringing you one bad voice at a time. Yeah, we're pretty close to Gru. Oh my goodness. Might, vitality, and finesse.
The elves of Eregion were deceived
level 14,
before
and by 14 I
gifts
mean
and promises of
15.
secret
Even bigger
knowledge.
milestone. Oh my goodness. Personal house. You have reached level 15, and now may purchase a personal home. For prices and availability, visit a classic housing broker near Michael Delving, Thorns Hall, Dolan, or South Bree, or a premium housing broker in Dol Amroth or Minas Tirith. Premium housing upkeep is waived for VIPs. Feel free to visit all the neighborhoods before deciding where to settle down. Once you own a house, you can enjoy extra storage and have fun decorating. I know the feeling, Came. I know the feeling. Speaking of which, we really need to do some decorating here. Oh my goodness. The elves of Eregion were deceived before by the words of kindness, Brawlhalla, by offers of gifts and promises of secret knowledge. It was a lesson hard learned, but I have spent these many years believing this to be true. We learned it well. Indeed, I say we, for I dwelt at Celebrimbor's city in those days. It was a grand sight of art and learning. Its wide green lawns and smooth-stoned lanes to be found on both sides of the river. Mirobel it was, the jewel town, and Karas Galebrin, the silver bastion. It was a welcoming place. Too welcoming. Bergith gazes at you steadily. I ask you to return to the city above, and see the state of it. There may be artifacts within we should keep, hoarded from the Uruks, and from their master, whether he be a wizard or no. I will examine whatever you find, and judge if there is still danger for the elves among the bones of Celebrimbor's citadel, or only grief still to be found. He's growing up. So, you guys' desire for me changing voices kind of made me seem a little crazy there. But I promise you,
I'm completely sane. Okay? Okay. Oh crap, Urk's just waiting. He's like, I saw you go up the stairs and now you're gonna die. And by you, I mean me. Somehow this turned into a southern Eeyore. Ahem. I don't even know, chat. Like, what is going on tonight? He must have drank some of the silly sauce found in the southern part of the... That is not even close to Morgan Freeman. What was that? Oh my goodness. Must face the target. I'm facing the target, game. Oh, we have to really face it. Okay. Must have been the brownies. Oh gosh. I was trying to nail it down, and when you said it, I was like, ding, ding, ding. Oh my goodness. An aged hammer. Wait. This once proud statue of Celebrimbor now lies half buried in the earth. Come on game. Oh yeah, that is Celebrimbor. Look at that. James Earl Jones. Are you taking requests? Hey, if you got... I'm sure you probably do. If you got the Glywine ballads to spend, then you too can request a voice for only 1,000 channel points. Occasionally I do make exceptions, but I did just do like 1,000,000 voices, so I feel like I've got to stick with the rules of the game, you know? Look what happened to Gollum when the words Owen Wilson. Wow. All right, next line of dialogue will be Owen Wilson. All right. We probably need to listen to some Owen Wilson to make sure we got the voice down. Wow. Yeah, we're still not quite there. Collect an artifact. So we have to do artifacts from each area? Goodness. Oh crap, hey buddy. Just watch a WoW compilation video? That's probably what's gonna happen. Well, that statue's seen better days. Cracked plate? This ancient plate is covered with a spider web of cracks, rendering it unstable. Unusable, rather. Unusable. I don't think people are too worried about an unstable plate. This plate's so unstable. The once beautiful pillars of Caras Gaeloborn. Why do I keep trying to call it Gaeloborn? Gelebrin. Are now sad reminders of war. Alrighty then. On to the next spot. Oh, that's just a random shattered picture. Okay. Sure game. I gotta tell you, the wooden chests that are glowing are so distracting, it's kind of annoying. I don't think they do that in later areas. I think that's just a starter area thing, but goodness, when you're looking for stuff and there's glowing chests, it's hard to tell where you're supposed to go. A lamppost. in a discarded pouch. None of the lamps that illuminated Karas Galebrin by night remain standing. Not even that one. This small pouch now contains only dust and splinters of rock. Well, that's sad. Oh, crap. Hey now. Don't be a rock star. Level 15! There's just a deed for level 15? Okay. Sure game. Defeat many Uruks in Swan Fleet. Jeez, how long are you guys gonna chase us? Indeed there is. Oh my gosh. The puns. The puns. Can't handle the puns. Oh crap. Overhead smash. Boom! He gone.
These are sad reminders
Okay.
of times long past.
Time for our Owen Wilson compilation real quick to get our voice. Alright. These are sad reminders of the times long past, Brawlhalla. Holla. But they are surely not with Saruman. What Saruman seeks in this place. In my heart, I know for what he searches. It is ring lore he desires, the same knowledge with which the builder of this city was ensnared. If he finds it, I fear he could work great evil upon the lands and peoples of Middle-earth. Regolith gazes at the horizon, obscured by distant fog. From the hilltop above, you hear the harsh calls of orc kind, even over the wind. After a moment, the elf warrior turns back to you. I will tell you the tale of the Jewel Town and the Silver Bastion, so you know how we were deceived, and you will know why it must not happen again. It is of Atherion I must speak, the giver of gifts. But you will know him by another name, for it is Sauron, and he is the enemy. What a way to have stuck in my head before going to bed. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, we get a ring. A ring of power. How fitting when we're talking about Sauron. We're getting rings of power. Thank you for the smiles. Hey, no problem. Anytime, Sword. Anytime.
After the fall of Baleriond, most of my people came to live in the land of Lindon to the west.
Under the benevolent rule of Gil-galad, bonds of friendship were made with the dwarves of Ered Luin. But a thriving trade in metal and gems with the people dwindled
as the Longbeards suffered war after disastrous war, a war of their own, yearning for Mithril to fashion into their works of art and beauty. Many of the Noldir followed the dwarves as they journeyed eastward. Led by Celebrimbor, descendant of Feanor, the elves settled in the holly-covered hills beneath the west gate of Khazad-dûm. There was once again friendship and trade between elf and dwarf, and Celebrimbor's city in Eregion thrived. Eregion was still a young kingdom when the men of Numenor arrived. Tar Alderon, the king, sailed up the river Gwathro and debarked to explore the Swan Fleet on foot. He befriended Celebrimbor and forged alliances with the elf smiths, and in return they taught some among his people techniques of armor shaping and the graving of Ithildin and moon runes. In time Alderion grew old and came no more to Caras Galebrin, but the friendship between his people and mine endured. The Ring of Fire too? The Ring of Fire? The Ring of Fire. The friendship endured, but it was tested. The Numenorians were a seafaring people, and they had long exhausted the forests of their island home. They hungered for timber to build more and mightier ships. The Lady Galadriel, who dwelt for a time in Eregion and often danced alongside the lily-covered waterways, despaired to see the toll taken upon the wide woodlands by Numenorian axes. When the shipbuilders began to dredge her beloved Swan Fleet and build dikes to channel the waters, she entrusted Celebrimbor to stop the men of Numenor from harming the land. Oh dang, we getting story time?
It pained Celebrimbor to see the woods and fens so ill-treated, but he did not want to harm his alliance with the men of Numenor.
He counseled them to take greater care of the land, and his words were not heeded. Galadriel's sorrow became too great, and she turned her attention to Lorelindorians and other distant lands. Celebrimbor gave up the woods he had lost, turning all his attention and skill toward the mastering of his craft. Together, Celebrimbor and his fellowship of jewel smiths became the most renowned workers of riches in all of Middle-earth. If they could not halt the slow degradation of the land's beauty, they would at least seek to supplement and preserve it through their craft. And so they were ensnared. Here we go.
I can still see this city as it was during the height of its beauty. So much was lost.
Wow. Wow. Alrighty. Loot all that. And we do still have new mail. The Silver Bastion became a shining jewel itself, a beacon of art and music and culture that drew the attention and the love of many from distant lands. Caras Galebrin and Mirabel became places of such beauty They recalled the fabled elf halls of old, and the trade with Linden had thrived. Hey, thanks for the lurk sword. More cleaning to do before bed? Oh my gosh. This poor soul. But not all who watched this from afar watched with friendly eyes. In the land of Mordor, to which he fled following the defeat of his master Morgoth, Sauron seethed. He feared the rising might of Numenor, and despite having drawn orcs and other fell creatures to his service, he knew he did not possess the overwhelming numbers with which his master had dominated the world in past days of triumph. He devised a scheme by which he would use his enemy's weakness against them. And so he came to Eregion in fair guise, masking his true nature. Oh, we jogging. But not for long. Give her
He
gifts.
called himself Ontheron.
Word of your craft skill has spread far and wide, my lord Celebrimbor, even into the uttermost west. I am humbled by your presence here, Anarion, and Theron. I see in your arrival an omen of good fortune. Accept my greetings and my welcome. You will be my honored guest. And Theron had gone first to Linden, but Gil-galad mistrusted him and refused to treat with the strange newcomer. It was in Caras Galebrin that the Lord of Gifts found one whose lineage and whose hunger for secret knowledge made him the perfect target for Antherion's promise. Celebrimbor could not resist, and before long the new arrival became a mentor to him, and to the jewelsmiths of Eregion. Oh, dang.
Not all who dwelled at Caras Galebrin trusted this new arrival. Celeborn saw something in the Lord of Gifts that troubled him.
I cannot say why I am so disquieted, Oriel. I share your unease, my lord. The bright company will go wherever you lead. Show us this threat, and we will end it. But that is the heart of the problem, my friend. What is the threat? Though Galadriel had gone, Celeborn remained at Caras Galebrin. As Eregion's chief defender, he refused to abandon these lands, and sought instead to protect them against the stranger who had seized Celebrimbor's ear. And Theron hated the Bright Company and its deeds, and summoned one threat after another to trouble them. Celeborn and his warriors were often drawn away from the city, and many noble elf was slain in these engagements. But still the Lord of the Bright Company could not connect these rising threats with the newcomer, and Theron, and his too ready smiles.
Despite the mistrust of some at Celebrimbor's city, Antheron did not remain idle. He gathered to himself promising students and gave to them secret knowledge. But whatever he taught them, always he held something in reserve. Always there was more to be learned, more instruction to be given.
How will we know we have mastered what thou hast taught? The most promising among you will know Narmaleth. Narmaleth. Oh, crap. Are we going to see a Narmaleth origin story? I am so excited for a Narmaleth origin story. Holy. The students were not his only pupils. As the years passed, Antheron grew more and more brazen. Celebrimbor and his jewel smiths fell further beneath his thumb, ensnared by his promises of secret knowledge and the working of crafts both beautiful and powerful. Oh, dang. We're about to see some good stuff here. The Jewel Town and the Silver Bastion thrived, and the glory of Celebrimbor and his jeweled smiths only increased year after year. But the true masterpiece of Karas Gelebrin was its ring forge.
Antheron convinced the jewelsmith to forge great rings of power.
Oh, dang.
Long they toiled, until at last their work was complete.
A set of 7 and a set of 9. You are certain these great rings will help preserve the land? They will help protect the lands of those who wear them, my lord. Give them to the hole diggers and the fellers of trees. The degradations they cause will be slowed. I called your arrival an omen of good fortune, Lord of Gifts. And yet I undervalued the help you would provide. I serve the powers, my lord. As do I, in all things. Dang it, I wish I would have got a screenshot of that. There we go. Celebrimbor gave to the kings of dwarves and men the rings he had made, and for a time he knew peace, not knowing he had been deceived, not knowing that what he had done would nearly undo the world. Shortly afterwards, Antheron departed. He would return to Eregion only once more, and when he did, he would bring death and destruction with him. But after he was gone, Celebrimbor began to doubt. In time, suspicion awakened in his heart, and he began to worry that Antheron had ensnared him by his own greed in some devious scheme. He decided to use the art he had learned to forge 3 more great rings, unknown to the treacherous Lord of Gifts. He believed he and his kinsfolk could use these 3 rings for protection should matters go ill. Oh, crap. We going to Mount Doom? And Theron returned to Mordor, and in the heart of his kingdom, he cast aside his fair guise. He had no more need for deception. In Mordor, the Dark Lord Sauron sought the fulfillment of the scheme for which he had planned, walking unnoticed among his hated enemies for so many years.
You go on ahead. My words will guide you, but I go no further than this.
Dang. She's like, I'm not going into Doom. Not sure how safe this is. Jeez. Oh, crap, Chad. Oh, crap, Chad. This makes Saruman's ring forge look like nothing. It's coming down from the ceiling, and then being like re-siphoned, and then falling again. Holy guacamole. Jiminy Griffins. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. In an evil sort of way.
In the fiery heat of Orodruin, Mount Doom, Sauron forged the ruling ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them.
Oh
In the
my
land
gosh.
of Mordor, where the shadows lie.
One of the best instances Lotra's had in a long time. Oh my gosh. That was pretty epic. We finally saw inside Mount Doom. Holy crap. That was super cool. 10 out of 10 would watch again.
Celebrimbor had kept one of the 3 for his own.
At the moment that Sauron placed the ruling ring on his own finger, Celebrimbor knew his danger. He removed his ring and vowed to never wear it again, lest his mind be dominated by the Dark Lord. Those of the jewel smiths who had similarly kept rings were made to give them up, sometimes by force. And the 3 rings were sent in secret to hidden bearers. Messages were sent to men, dwarves, and elves, in which Celebrimbor admitted his folly and warned of the coming war. So were the folk made ready to defend Middle-earth, but it would not be enough to save Eregion from the ravages of Sauron. The gates of Mordor opened, and the armies of Sauron came forth. He would seize as many of the rings of power as he could find, but the 3 remained hidden to him, and he touched them not. Talk about a recall. Nelnardis, what's up? You're so good at reading the quests. It's really pleasant to listen to. And 100% that instance was epic? Absolutely. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Minodir has returned from his errand to Mossward. Hey, buddy.
The gates of Mordor. The armies of Sauron. What did I miss?
Surely it is not as bad. Surely it is not as bad as all that. Sauron has been dead for 3,000 years, and today Mordor is an empty land. Minodir squints at Regolith. Sometimes elves have trouble making the passage of the years. I mean no offense. Might and bite.
I return Tegwin to Mossward.
We're to the ugly armor stage, okay. And while I was unable to coax a promise not to venture again into the wild, his parents gave him enough chores to keep him occupied at least until adulthood. At which point I think our obligation to keep him safe must surely lapse. I swore no oath to the farmers of Swanfleet. Minodir studies your expression and sighs heavily. Dwendil did not speak kindly of me, did he? I am not surprised, Brawlhalla. Holla. In my heart, I still hold the cause of the Dunedain most dear. But I understand my folk may not believe it. I cannot deny the breaking of my oath. But who is your new friend? If she hates the Uruks as we do, and is willing to aid us, perhaps she can help us track down several of their leaders. Rumor of these such villains has preceded me here, and I cannot help but think we would work. The work would go more quickly if we were to split up, each of us to deal with one. Hey, we're on level now.
I have hated Orkkind for much longer than you have been alive, Dunedain.
Oh! As for the oaths you have taken or broken, I know he to whom you are sworn, or should be. I know what he desires to become. Ask not if I will help you, Ranger of the North. Ask instead if you are strong enough and courageous enough to lend any assistance to Bregoleth of Imladris, of which she could have any need. Regolith smirks at Minodir. An amused light dances in her eye. The ranger stares back, his mouth open. I will slay one of your Uruk leaders, Minodir, and Brawlhalla will slay another. Can you be trusted to deal with the third? Show their locations to us on the Hobbit's map, and we will see if it done. Afterwards, we can meet at Aidhobel, a camp of my people to the north of here. Dang! They laying down the law. Jeez. I like how we kind of just randomly got a story about Sauron. Like, what the heck, Gabe? But I gotta say, just that little bit, better than any part of the Gundabad expansion. Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
Even so far from the lands of the enemy, there is dread upon my heart.
It is a good start. Perhaps the creatures that remain in Caras Galebrin will receive our message that they are not welcome. If they do not, neither will they escape our vengeance. Thank you for helping me with this, friend. Anytime, anytime. You're a brawler, aren't you? You'd better come and see me then, for I am the best. Find me in the Bree jail outside the bars. This time. Brom Hawksbeard? Oh my gosh. We're gonna meet an old brawler guy? I'm excited. Gift from a homeowner. If you choose to find a hearth and home, you will find a little something for your walls. Above Weathertop. Nice. Brawlhalla. Harla, I've heard you have great promise in the martial ways of brawling. Come see me in the Bree jail. There's a matter that requires such skill as you seem to possess. And furthermore, you might learn something. Brom Hawksbeard. Are we gonna straight up learn from, like, a criminal? That would be awesome. Jail, break me out of here. That's your first piece of training. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea, Bron Homstetter, or whatever your name was. Not sure if that's a good idea. The name's Brom Hawksbeard. Hawksbeard. And, I'm just testing the jail. Yeah, testing the jail. Making sure the hinges work. I'm a contractor. Yeah, contractor. Boom. Alright, defeat invading wargs. Where are the wargs? Oh, where are the wargs? Boom. There we go. Boom. That Hurrick had receding hairline. Oh my gosh. At least that's what it looked like. Looked like he had the worst comb over Riddler's ever seen. So one thing I definitely want to look at is how the heck Sauron's invasion plan works. Get to Eregion. So Eregion's there. So you'd have to go through Rohan, right? Is Eregion above or below Moria? Below on that map anyway. It's like right down here.
So he'd have to go like through past Dol Guldur, which makes sense, I guess. That's more of his own territory. I guess it's not too bad if you go through Dol Guldur. Okay. We need to go to the ends of the earth up here. See what we can find. But I am digging this story. It's really getting good. Tomorrow, or today, depending on how your time works, in the afternoon server time on Saturday, I'm planning to do another stream. So be on lookout for an afternoon stream, hopefully tomorrow. That'll probably also limit the length of this stream. You have discovered Thamlascol. That's great. That's great, game. Hurry now. What's this skill do? Helm Crusher? Woo! He's a Helm Crusher. Bye. Okay, at first that looks like a lot of damage, but it's actually not. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But damage has gone up because we've gotten better gear, so it seemed a little bit better than it actually is. I don't think I'll ever really have to worry about a rotation on the bro. There's so many skills. Also, I don't know if we need to kill any of these things. I don't think we do. They're kind of attacking us more than we're attacking them. It looks like we need to go here. To this, probably. We're at the statue. Investigate the Uryx tracks. Oh. Hello. Oh. Fakthal bellows a challenge and attacks. Fresh meat. The defeat of Fathal lowered the morale of Uryx under his command. Did it though? Yes, I believe it did. That's why I read it aloud. Alright, announcer guy. Oh boy. Hip it up. Precisely how I meant to do it. I bet you guys didn't think that would work. Alright, there we go. I know I didn't. Alright, we're getting close to 16. I believe the cap on this expansion is like 35, and then it leads right into the troll shots, supposedly. I'm wondering what... I don't remember what the level range for the angle is.
but I might want to quest there too, since I haven't... I don't think I ever did that zone. Just to see what the story's about. Because you never know what might find your way on the stories of Middle-earth. There could be something good out there, you know. Oh, crap. There we go. You discovered Idhobel. Or Idhobel.
How can I be of service?
So Regian's there. Man, that looks so different. I miss the old Regian map too. It looks so good. These new maps just lack personality. Back to cleaning. You made me come back for a quote. I know you can fight, but it's our wits that make us. Nice.
You had success? Those are good tidings.
For it means Saruman now has 3 fewer war leaders commanding his forces in the area. I spoke with Regolith while we waited for you to return, and she says there is one more location she wants us to investigate. But soon our time together will be ended. Each of us must bring word of Saruman's designs to our chieftains, for they must soon ripen and spell doom for Middle-earth. But our wits that make us men. Nice.
Meneldir is right. I must soon return to Imladris with these grim tidings.
Winter is approaching, and I must tell Elrond the winds will blow chill. Indeed, if the wizards have turned against us. Saruman's hand stretches forth to seize dangerous knowledge from the ruins of Eregion, and if the White Hand grasps it, who can tell what evils he might next think to accomplish? Dang, she giving us pants.
My
Thanks.
people fled north after Karas Galebrin was destroyed
Kind
by
of a weird
Sauron,
gift, but you know, we'll
and
take
his armies pursued them.
Not only giving us pants, giving us ugly pants. Like, what kind of an elf gives away ugly pants? My people fled north after Karas Galebrin was destroyed by Sauron, and his armies pursued them. The tale of those who stood in his path and fell defying him is elsewhere told. But the defenders of one such place lasted a little longer than many others. At Tham Kalekir, the Hall of the Swift River, Sauron found his conquest bitterly bought. On a hill to the north, its wreckage still stands. If the Uruks expect to find Ringlor there, they will be disappointed. I think, but that ruin is the last resting place of many of my kin. Did they bring artifacts of power with them during the retreat? I cannot say for certain. But we should make sure little remains of which Saruman or his warriors might make use. After you have done this, return here to Eidhobel. I think we must part. The Hall of the Swift River. Let's talk to you, and then I think we'll probably call it good after that.
Beware the servants of the enemy.
You are not the first person to volunteer to help me, but I hope you will be more reliable than the last. I had need of clean river water from which to prepare several of my medical remedies, and I sent a man to fill a bucket with such water to the west. He returned and safely, but he left the bucket behind. I would not wish him to endanger himself, but he did volunteer for this service. The least he might have done would be to return my bucket. Could you retrieve it for me? To hear him describe it, it should be standing on a shelf of a rock beside the river, to the west of here, still full of water.
Beware the servants of the enemy.
As a herbalist and a healer, I often have need of many different ingredients. But I am also an elf, which means I am not like to be caught unprepared. I have nearly everything I need, save this: hollyberries. They have many different medical properties and purposes, and are used in a number of valuable remedies. If you can bring me hollyberries from the area, I would be most pleased. You will find them on horns and on wood trolls throughout western Eregion, I believe. All right, chat. Well, we do have an afternoon stream tomorrow, so I think we'll go ahead and end things off here so we can get some shut-eye before the coming day. Definitely the best, as far as like story and stuff, the best stream we've had so far. It was really, really good. Very interesting to see what's going on in this expansion so far. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it too.